Well, we want to definitely let everybody know what you got going on right now. What you been up to as of late? I saw you on TV, son. I saw you in a 17-minute documentary.
What?
And I get serious when I clap my hands. I seen you in a 17-minute documentary.
I didn't know it was on TV. Feel me?
Well, okay, now right. But I don't have a TV, so my computer is like my TV.
Okay.
So
I
saw
thought you were talking about like a cable access show.
No, not yet. But I saw you in that movie, and that was something.
The Revival.
Tell us about
the Revival?
That. Yes.
Shout out to Invincible, who actually shot, directed, produced, did everything for The Revival. 2008. Yes, 2008. Myself, Bahamadia, Roxanne Shante, DJ Shorty, Invincible, Stacey Epps, and a lot of other girls. Shout out to Iris, shout out to Maui Kai. A lot of dope female MCs repped on this tour called We Be Girls out in Europe. And basically Invincible caught it on camera. And the main thing that she caught in The Revival, the documentary that you're talking about, was Bahamadia and Shante interacting for the first time, meeting for the first time, and then them basically sharing back and forth their experiences of the game. And that means a lot. So I was there to witness that. Right. I was there for all those conversations. Right. But I kind of play a background role because the most important part of that documentary is basically a veteran and a legend sharing, their experiences as women in hip hop. And I would arguably, Shante was the most popular female MC of the 80s. Arguably, Bahamadia was one of the most popular female MCs from the 90s. So it's like seeing them together was special.
Yeah, that was something. I like it.
Yeah.
Opinionated question for you, man. What do you think of Nicki Minaj? Because you know the industry and you know what they make women do and all that stuff. But she actually said something. It was a punchline, and I was like, hey, it rhymed and it was made. Whoa, she's rapping over here.
Is that exactly what you do?
Yeah, I was like, cause I'm a hater, and I don't give people benefit of the doubt.
He is a hip hop purist right here.
I don't give people benefit of the doubt. That left in the hood, no benefit of the doubt. So when I finally checked something out, I was like, I wouldn't buy that. But if it was on in the car, I would say you don't have to turn it yet.
So you basically gave us your opinion.
So what do you think, especially as a female MC?
I mean, this might sound PC, but this is actually a fact. Any female MC that's doing her thing, I only want the best for them, and I only want them to succeed. That goes across the board, and I don't feel much. You know how people are always trying to pit female MCs against each other?
Yeah, because it ain't a lot of y'all, yeah.
I don't feel that. I don't feel territorial. I don't feel like it's a competition. I feel like we all have something different to offer. That being said, when I look at Nicki Minaj now, as opposed to a couple of years ago on YouTube,
right.
When I look at her now, I see the machine, I see the image, I see the dudes behind her. So when I see her, I see everyone else being like, I'm sure she has a say, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people in her ear.
Right.
Whereas when I watch old footage of Nicki Minaj on YouTube, rapping with a baseball cap in like some baseball diamond in Queens, that's when I'm like, yo, that's what Lil Wayne saw. Lil Wayne saw that chick spitting.
Yeah,
and so
he turned it into that. Yeah.
Right, she's morphed into something else, but no matter what, she came from that, and that was her actually with skills.
Right.
So yeah, and same thing goes for Drake. And same thing goes for everybody else. It's like, I see the machine when I see Nicki Minaj, but I think she has skills.
Yeah. What projects you got? What's up? You ain't selling Tupperware. What you got? What's coming out, man?
Wow, I shall hope the world knows by now that me and Moss got an album together.
I heard some things.
Right. It's called At Last, and it's like this. At last. It's finally done.
Okay.
At last. It's finally out.
Sigh. Yeah.
And then when people buy it, at last, I finally could cop it. So that's the idea. But for the last 7 months after we finished recording it, I was shopping it. And we were trying to find a label home. So I took people to go to the release date. If you're watching this right now and you're making those release videos, we got like 13 or 14 episodes. I don't know where you're in. But yeah, we did basically an episode a week for a couple months. And it was leading up to the contract signing and release date of At Last. So I was taking people along with me. And January. Yeah, I mean, people always want you to leak tracks, and we're like, we can't leak tracks because we don't have a label home yet. Right. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. You don't put the cart before the horse. So we did that.
Good thing it worked.
It did work. We haven't announced. I'll tell you this. We haven't made the official announcement yet as of the taping of this interview. to say that the label home and the release date are official and happening for January 20th.
Let me get exclusives. Let me get exclusives and come back and get the signing of the paper.
Right.
Oh man. So you got that project. I saw a mixtape that you put out too, right? Is that an EP? What is that?
Yeah, thanks. Get caught up.
Thanks.
Thanks for reminding me about the mixtape that I dropped. No, I mean, thanks for reminding me. No, I got so much going on, I forget when I release a project.
Well, my fee is very low if you would need the assistant. I'm up and coming. I do my own editing.
Hey,
and all that.
we got this. We're recording this thing.
I'm sorry.
I need all the assistance I can get. 4 weeks ago, December 15th, I dropped Get Caught Up. And the purpose of Get Caught Up was basically a thank you to everybody that have watched Road to Release episodes without songs. So these are people that are learning about an MC without really knowing what she's about. Get Caught Up was like, Get Caught Up in like the last 5-10 years of Eternia material. So I had old stuff, I had new stuff, I had exclusive stuff. I had a joint with Moss on there from the album. If people caught it, they caught it. I had a joint with Appleby from an unreleased album. If people caught it, they caught it. Foul Child was a single with Mr. Cincinnati, the Big Al cut in the hook. So for people that had no idea and were kind of fans, or maybe they weren't fans, it was mostly for stateside people because in Canada they already know. Right. But for stateside people, it was like, all right, get caught up.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know this, but when you go to Canada, she is nominated for awards and stuff by people named Juno, stuff like that.
People named Juno.
I don't know if it's a girl from the movie, but she nominated her for an award when I was down there chilling. And I was like, I was just with her.
Yo, I was.
Got her number. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Good people always bump into good people.
Yeah, I see you again, so I wasn't mad.
But I don't like my